name is Dr. Pamela. I'm a physician that has practiced in the hospital and in villages in Rwanda for the past 30 years. But today I want to talk to you about my why. And my why with respect to how I care about death. So why would anyone care about death? The truth is that it is our common destiny. And Nietzsche explained the importance of why when he said, when we can understand our why, we can bear almost any how. And so, why care about death? Because I care about dying. Why care about death? Because I care about life. And through my practice of being with patients as they received a terminal diagnosis, as they were dying and at deathbeds, I just saw so much that was difficult and suffering, but also hope and joy. And I received a lot of clarity from one patient who was on her deathbed. I'd known her from years of being in and out of the hospital with a significant disease, which ultimately became terminal. And on this particular day, she was in the hospital, and I had been called to her room as she had some questions. She wanted to know what to expect. She was ready. And I sat on this edge of her bed, and every question came at the expense of breath. And so they were important questions, and they're important for us all. What will I feel as I'm dying? Will I suffer? What will my family see? Have you been with people to the very end? As she asked these questions, I realized I am going to miss her so much. And I began to weep. And as I had held her hand, she grabbed my other hand with hers and held it tight, tighter than I could imagine her strength was. And she comforted me. She was comforting me. And she said, "It's okay. It'll be a good death. It's okay. It'll be a good death." And as I thought about that, what I realized when she said that, it's because she was confident of her destination. But as I left her room and as I thought about that question, is it possible to have a good death? What are the ingredients of a good death? Because in truth, we all have a destination with death. From the moment we're born, we have a date on our calendar that will be our death date. But we don't know when that will be. And I write daily in a journal, and my prayers, my thoughts, my fears. And as I looked at that journal, I realized that it's in some way a reflection of our lives, in the sense that there's a beginning and there's an end. In our life, we know our beginning. but we don't know how many pages we have until our end. But they're pages that we can complete, that we can fill out. And so each page could be our last page, because no day is promised. I may turn the page and that be my death date. And as I thought more and more about this, my why became clear. It's I don't want to waste my last page. And I want to help those understand that they could have a last page too. But also, I've had this experience of those that know their pages are short and numbered. And how do I help them? What are the ingredients of a good death? Everything leading up to the last breath. And I began to write and think about patients and think about friends. And I found my why in understanding that a good death is not an event. It's a lifestyle. And we're going to learn together what the ingredients are of a good death and why this matters, not only to me, but why it should matter to you. And I want to be here for you. And I want you to be here for me. Because our last page, it may be today. Let's make it count. See you soon.